Today, from Salt Lake City, Utah, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Salt Lake City Elks taking on the Dublin Antlers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Dublin Antlers and the Salt Lake City Elks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the...
I don't think you get...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Throwing to start the drive. Cobb, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 58 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Off the play fake. Cobb. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They find some open field here.
And that one open. Yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go, set, 10 flat.
On 1st and 10, Cobb firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
On third down, Manuel. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Cobb. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Antlers are on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 3 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Steps away to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Elks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw on 3rd down. Cobb. And he'll just get rid of it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Here's the second. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Cobb, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Cobb got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrington.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 38. Set. Cut.
On 3rd down, Manuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 43. Cut.
On 1st down, Cobb firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Antlers have regained the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 2. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Out of the gun now on third down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on first down. Cobb. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets them up to the 15. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they take a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start with a West Coast rivalry that's picking up steam once again. L.A. taking on San Francisco out at Levi's Stadium. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll take a trip east to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Vikes close out the first half with the victory, but the damage has already been done as it's just their second against 6 defeats. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 21-16, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it.
No, you can't get it back in one drive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make a hard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They run the counter. Manuel. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, Cobb, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Cobb going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right. Is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Come on, set, 45, wide. Ready, go.
On first down, Cobb over the middle, complete. That's Harrington. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Cobb.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On second down, Manuel.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Cobb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Cobb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go, set, yellow, 43.
Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Manuel, he's got it to the 43 here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They run the counter. Manuel. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on 1st down. Manuel. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Manuel. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st down. Manuel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it.
Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Antlers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. Now this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 2nd down now, Manuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll try the left side. It's Floyd. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with the ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Manuel. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, Manuel. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14.
98 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
You ready? It's too blue.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.